Edward is a willful young man, spoilt, outrageous, extreme, untamed, and terribly privileged, and takes advantage of his feelings. But when denied them, and when the extreme is done, the cruelty of killing his beloved Galveston, we are not to be surprised that that nature will turn and become himself capable of cruelty against his wife and others he knows, and the world at large. And I took that as the message of the play.
Edward is a simpler picture in the sense that I think Richard II is quite a simple play. I think it's elaborately written and it's very long, but in terms of the psychology, it is quite simple in the way that Edward is simple. It's just a man who progressively becomes aware that he's not being followed and he's not being understood, and doesn't even understand why he's not being understood, or whether he's got it right in the first. I mean, it's like a sort of as you say, increased bemusement, and then I think a sudden emotional realization that for all his petulance and for all his bad behaviour, he really, really needs the crown emotionally. That is the first time I think we see a really genuinely unpostured response to something is when he has to give the crown away. He suddenly realises that defines him. And I think Shakespeare does the same thing, but deepens a little bit by saying exactly that the crown has defined me all my life. Without the crown, I'm no one. And there's a point where Richard goes, you're taking away my name, which I always thought was a bit excessive, because I thought, well, can't he be called Richard? I mean, I don't know. But what he's saying, isn't it? All my identity is bound in with that thing. And I think for Edward, that is, and for Richard, they're not profound thinkers, either of them. But for Edward, it is a moment of profound understanding of sort of why he was put on earth.
Yes.